Hey, what's going on, guys? Um, I try to, do a vlog every 24 hours, or sometimes it can be less. It could be 20 hours. Um, depending what's going on, right? But it is better to do it every 24 hours. Once a day, right? But what I want to talk about, the reason why I'm doing this video at midnight, I want to talk about this right here. Okay, let's turn the camera around. Okay, so this is called primal. One second here. Primal herb cones. You get two of them for $2.50. So basically, this is for, right? It's for weed and stuff. It's a blend, but instead of like rolling it up, you just put it in. The only downfall about it, though, it will kill your stash pretty quickly because this, like one cone, is 3 grams. So, I mean, yeah, it is kind of worth it because I mean, you get pretty stoned off one blunt. You know what I mean? Now they're illegal. These ones are illegal to sell them, like in Kingston and stuff. I think they sell them in Toronto, but in Kingston, they are illegal. They only sell them in like weed shops and stuff like that. Like in certain certain places, you know. So I'll tell you what happened before I take that out. I'll tell you what happened, guys. Yesterday morning, okay, I was up all night, whatever. If you get up at, you wake up at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock at night, you're going to be up still, like, you're still going to be awake at like 6:30 in the morning, 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Yesterday, I did not, or I guess it was today still, or whatever. I did not go to sleep until it was like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the evening. Yeah, like that's what I do though. That's what I do most times. Like I'm okay. This is my schedule, okay? Right now anyway. Like tonight, like I passed out, like I said, around 5 o'clock this evening, and then I woke up at 11. But first I woke up I think around 8 something, and then I went back to sleep because I was too early. So yeah, that's what I did. So, getting up at 11 o'clock at night, you're gonna, you can be up until like 4 o'clock in the afternoon the next day, you know. But the only way I would probably really, really do that if I have something going on. Like for instance, yesterday, or I should say this morning anyway, I don't know. It's so confusing. June 23rd, okay, Friday, June 23rd, 2017. I'm never gonna forget that day. Because that day, to me, is special. Because from 6:30 in the morning until 11:30, for 5 hours, which is really awesome, which is more than we usually hang out, because usually I don't hang out with this friend, usually because he's a very busy person, but unfortunately he's off work this week. But of course, this weekend, he has other things going on with his family. I think they're going camping or something. But yeah, okay. His name is Lewis, so it's another Lewis. I had a friend in Toronto named Lewis. But, well, I mean, I thought he was my friend, but he was more of a backstabber. You know, there's people like that in Kingston too. You know, some people have attitude, but then you just, who cares, move on, you know. Because, I mean, a true friend, if you have no food, nothing. If you have no weed, nothing. This is a kind of friend who would spot you. Of course, you have to pay them back, you know, whatever you spotted, whatever you borrowed. But this is the kind of friend. Okay, so for instance, as an example, you guys know who Selena is, my ex. Basically, he's kind of like her. Like, you know, he's the same age. He's like 40 or something. And he's a giving person. He's a caring person. Because I'm like, hey, man, you care about me. You seem like you care about me. He's like, because I told him in the truck, we were talking, you know what I mean? And then he's like, I was asking him, hey, man, I really appreciate this. You seem like you really care about me. He's like, unfortunately, I do, man. And I'm like, wow. My friend, he's a really awesome friend. You know, I'm not going to say the full name because, I mean, there's no need for that. Um, but yes, I did meet another Lewis. Um, you know, there's certain things I don't like, and there's certain things that I do like about him. You know what I mean? I don't really want to talk about certain things, but yeah, you know, that's just the way people are, you know, but, you know, it's cool. I can get used to it. But the good thing about it is, too, I'm going to tell you this right now, it's not going to be a thing where I was like in Toronto, where I was hanging out with these guys every friggin' day or every friggin' weekend or, you know, because when you get older and when you live in a different environment, you kind of want to have your own space. You want to do your own thing. You just want to stick to yourself most of the time. But then most of the time when you're doing it all by yourself and you're alone and you know, it's kind of boring. It gets to a certain time where, hey, what's going on, buddy? Let's hang out. So yes, June 23rd was pretty awesome because I was hanging out at my friend's house. He has a really nice place. Um, yeah, it's pretty decent, you know. But you know, it's all about the good times. It's all about the good times, and there's nothing else to it. Now, he's not a drinking buddy because he does not drink. He does have a lot of alcohol. He has like Patron and he does collect alcohol, but he's not a drinker. Like, I mean, he said he only drinks like maybe once a year or so. He's not really, I don't know, he's not really into drinking really. He's more of a smoker, right? For he mostly smokes, you know, pot, right? So, and that's the thing though, I mean, and I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree. See, I rather choose pot over alcohol because alcohol kills and alcohol makes you sick and alcohol makes you fucking throw up and alcohol gives you hangovers. With weed, you're just chilling, you're mellow, you're watching TV, you're playing video games, you know, you're watching, you know, videos or movies, whatever, and you listen to music. But I mean, of course, you know, adding the alcohol when you're mixing and stuff like that, it's more fun too because I mean, you're having, I don't know, you're getting that extra buzz. Like sometimes to me, just smoking, without any beer or anything, I can't say it's boring. It's great, but sometimes you want to have extra fun, especially like when it's the weekend. You know what I mean? So, yeah, guys. So anyway, so June 23rd was pretty awesome. I just want to say that, and I wanted to do a video about it because, yeah, it'd be pretty cool if we can do it very often. But I don't know. I guess it's like every few weeks or once a month. I don't know. Um, yeah, and the thing is, though, it seems like it's got to be an early thing because it seems like his wife, um, like works in the morning until like I guess 12 o'clock, like from 6 to 12. That's why he got me at 6:30 in the morning, and then that's why I was back home by 11:30 because he has to get his wife for 12 o'clock. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Because I don't know if he wants me to meet them or not, but I mean, it seems like it's an early thing. But I'm cool with that. I mean, as long as I'm awake, as long as I'm up, or if I've been up all night, and if I'm gonna do, an all nighter and go to sleep at you know, like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon or 5 o'clock, I'm good, and I can do it. I don't know how I do it, but I can do it. But of course, you do notice though, after a certain time, you do get tired. Of course, when you do too much, you do get tired. It does wear you out after a while. And then you just like sleep like a baby. And then you wake up and you do it all over again. That's just it. That's just the party life. Like that's what you do. If you don't have any weed, you're gonna have booze. Or if you don't have any, then of course, you kind of get miserable and you just I mean, alcohol and weed is not a good choice, but people do it because they want to have fun. They don't want to be sober. You know, um, but the question is though, too, can you afford it? Because all your money is just gonna go to the party life. That's not good. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, I don't really care about that. Anyway, I'm not looking at that. But listen, to guys, I want to tell you this right now. Lewis is a really nice friend because he's caring, he's giving. We had a good breakfast at his house. Um, he took me to the food bank. So I went to Partners in Mission. It's been a long time. I try not to go to a food bank, but they do give you quite a bit of food. Partners in Mission is amazing. They do give you a lot of food. Now you're supposed to make an appointment, but because I haven't been there in a few years, and because my friend told them that I was going to sell my phone, I was going to sell my TV, like it's kind of like a desperate kind of situation. Um, so they kind of looked at that like, okay, you know what? He needs food now. If you make an appointment, you're not gonna be seen, and you're not gonna get any food until next week. Fuck that shit. Like, but that's just the way it is. That's why I don't. That's the thing I hate about food banks. Like, they're not like a walk-in clinic. You can't just like walk in and hey, can I get some fucking food? They only do that if it's a very serious situation, like my situation on Friday was fucking serious because they heard from my friend and they probably seen, they knew I was like scared and they knew I was all worried. And so they're like, what, this guy needs to. But my friend is telling me, um, like, just go to food banks, man. Like, move up to this area and just go to food banks. But I mean, maybe he relies on food banks, and a lot of people go to food banks because they want to save their money and stuff like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, but like, yeah, I don't know. I rather buy food and stuff, because the food bank food is okay, but it's nothing too fancy, right? Like you're not getting any frozen, like you're not getting any hot dogs, you're not getting any meat, you're not getting any like pizza or whatever. You're not really getting any of that kind of food, right? Like the microwave stuff, like for the frozen stuff, you're not really getting any of that stuff, right? You know how food banks work, right? They're mostly cans and stuff. But it's for people. It's for people that need it. And did I need it? Yes. Do I have a job? No. Um, but I can have a job actually, though, because now when I was at my friend's house yesterday, he contacted because he was showing me on his phone. He was messaging the guy. He was texting the guy, and his friend picks up people for work at like 6 o'clock in the morning or something. I don't know. Um, he was gonna give me the job tomorrow, but unfortunately, they didn't need anybody. Um, it's like for drywalling and stuff like that, right? For painting and stuff. So he said to me that he can talk to, like, where he was talking to him. He was showing me the proof that it's true, that it's legit. And he said he's gonna talk to him more for like another time and see like when I'm available. And then what my friend's gonna do is he's gonna give his friend like my address, and then he'll just pick me up for work. So yeah, there's a certain, so there's a lot going on. I think he's a really good friend, and for what he did, and he's upset. He's upset. He's upset that nobody else can help me. That nobody else, oh shit, can take me to the food bank. He's upset about that. He's upset that, yeah, basically that there's no one there to help me. Um, and he kind of feels bad. He feels sad. Like I said, he's a good friend. Come on. If a friend messages you and sees your post and sees your ads that you're selling a TV and you're selling your phone and because you don't have any food, he's the type of guy that's going to message you and say, James, I'm coming to get you. Text me when you wake up. I'm coming to get you. We're going to the food bank today. You're not going to go home empty handed. You're going to go home with a box of food. There's no ands or whatever about it. There's no ands or buts about it. You're going home with a box of food. So yeah, I did that. I did that. It was awesome. It was really awesome. It wasn't just about the food bank though. What happened was, I'll tell you what happened. He came at 6:30 in the morning after he dropped his wife off, and then we went to his house for a few hours because the food bank doesn't open till like 8:30 or 9, like 8:30. Yeah, so we left. So we went there for 8:30 in the morning when they were first open. And yeah, everything went good. So yeah, but my is my life getting any better? Um, I mean, it's still shitty that I don't have anyone in my life, but like a girlfriend or my, with Selena, but whatever. But guys, I don't know. I just came on here to talk about, yeah, man, it was such a good time on June 23rd. Hanging out at his house, watching YouTube videos, just, having a good time, man. You know. But even though that I got all this food and stuff, um, food bank food, most of the food bank food is expired. That happens. Um, but most food bank food for a single person, yeah, it looks like a lot, but it might only last like maybe 4 or 5 days, but it should last a week, but it might only last, you know. But if it wasn't for my friend Lewis, I wouldn't have no way getting to the food bank because see, I'm all the way in the West End. I live pretty far. I don't have a way, and I don't have, I'm going on the bus and stuff like that. It's better to go on the car. I wouldn't go on the bus with all that shit. I know, he's telling me, I can't always rely on him. He only did it yesterday because he was off work and because, he felt bad for me and stuff like that. So basically he saved me. He saved me for getting food. He got me food. He saved me from selling my phone, from selling my TV. But what I'm talking about, okay, even though I still got the food, it's still kind of tempting not to sell the phone, but to sell the TV because two people have already messaged me and they still want to pay, they still want to buy it, and for $160. So what I was going to do with the $160, I was going to spend $60 on like, more food, of course, like at Walmart or something, some freezer stuff. And then I was going to use $100 for the laptop. But the laptops that I saw on there for like $80 and $75 are kind of like beat up, and the charger doesn't work properly, and yeah, it's yeah. Because there is a Sony laptop on there right now. It's pink, but there's some issues with it. That's why it's $80, or it'll probably sell for more. But yeah, but then when I was looking, I didn't really see any decent ones for $100 or less. So it's kind of, so I don't know if I still want to do that. Yeah, the money would be great, but I mean, I have food now. I mean, so yeah, I have food now, right? But the thing is, though, like if you sell your TV, then you gotta get a new TV. Um, you know what I mean? Yeah, I mean the money would be nice. $160 would be fucking great. I don't even, probably wouldn't even need to get a laptop. But I really do want to get a laptop because I'm tired of using my phone all the time. I'm using it like constantly. The battery, it just, I mean, it's still a good phone. But my friend Lewis, he has the LG G5. which is pretty nice. You know, I have the G3, you know, it still runs pretty good. So that's another thing too. I really don't want to. That's why I don't want to sell anything, and that's why Lewis saved me. But if he finds out that I sell my TV for $160 and I owe him money and he knows that I have food, he's going to be like, well, hey man, you owe me $200. But no, he's not going to do that. Well, really, I owe him $320 because I'm getting more. So, yeah. But other than that, guys, yeah, man, it's been great hanging out with him. You know, June 23rd was pretty awesome. Like I said, I don't get the opportunity to hang out with him as much because, you know, he's a busy person. So, well, other than that, guys, everything is fucking perfect. You know, you don't need a girlfriend, you know. You gotta go out and meet some friends, and that's what it's all about. Hold on, let me put this on pause for a second. Okay, so this is what the thing I was talking about. This is the blunt. This is the cone. So basically, I'm not gonna take it out of the package yet, but all right, maybe I should wait. Okay, can you guys see that? I don't know. Oh, let me see. Wait. Okay, so you guys see this? Yeah, so this is what the blunt looks like. So it's a cone, so basically you just put the stuff in there. There's a stick with it too, and you just put the weed in and you dig it in. Yeah, you get two of these for $250. I mean, I don't know if that's expensive, but I mean, you have to realize a lot of weed can go in here. But when you smoke all of it, you're going to be pretty fucked. Because it's a fucking blunt. Now the question is though, should I save this for like a special occasion? Should I save this for July or should I do this now? I don't know, because this might be more like for like a special occasion kind of thing, because I usually just like smoke like pipes and stuff. So I don't know. I mean, it'd be nice to do it right now. If I had two of them, I'll probably smoke one right now. But I only have one. So, yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. Yeah. But it would be better to do it on a Saturday, though, for sure. But next Friday is the end of the month, and next weekend I'm probably going to get more, hopefully I can, for sure, you know. But yeah, guys, this is pretty cool. And I think this is the stick that came with it. Yeah, this is the